Hello there, it's Amy with Teaching with Mrs. Wiswell, and I'm back for day, I don't know, 3 of classroom setup. I might have missed a day of filming, I'm not really sure. I've been coming in short spurts, trying to live up the summer and also be productive. We have a couple heat intense days coming up. It's going to be close to 100 degrees here in Maine, so I won't be in the classroom, but it's nice and cool now, so I thought I would take advantage of it yet again and come on in. I do have some, not really fun hauls, but I do have one awesome item that I want to share with you. I got a new laminator, and I'm going to unbox that with you and take it for a spin. It's supposed to heat up in like 60 seconds, which is much quicker than the other laminators I use at this time. So I'm looking forward to that feature. As long as it heats up and does a good job, that would be awesome. And I'm here to show you that whether it passes the test. It's from QFUN, and it's the 9-in-1 13-inch laminator. It was sent to me free of charge, so just full disclosure. And I'm just gonna give an honest review on it. So I am the queen of lamination, so I'm a good person to test it out. And I'm also going to work on my executive functioning board and put some books into my library and things like that. So I have a lot to get done, and I'm going to take you along with me. So I did a pretty good clean out of my prize box before school ended, but I just got some new items to put in there. So I'm just going to make sure everything that's in here is things that kids are going to want, and it's not just broken or torn apart, because it does kind of happen that, I don't want to say junk gets thrown in here, but sometimes, you know, inevitably a bead will break or a toy will break, and we have to deal with that. So I do strive to have a pretty kickin' prize box. I do like it to be known as the prize box to be had. So, but I try to put things in here that aren't more than $1. So I loved when the Dollar Tree was actually $1. It's now like the $1.75 store, which is still good, but it's just slowly creeping up. Or I get like a 6-pack of yo-yos from Target for $3.99. That's pretty good. So, or the dollar spot at Target is still sometimes $1 for some things. So, so yeah, so that's what I have in here. Like I said, I cleaned this out before school started, before school ended, to kind of get like the broken pieces and things that were missing or got opened, and that were just kind of not living up to my standards of a prize box. So how do kids get to pick from the prize box? That's a question that I get asked a lot. There's a couple ways that you get to pick from the prize box. I used to be really like prize box crazy, and everyone got you get a prize and you get a prize, but I've kind of streamlined a little bit about how kids get to pick from the prize box, because I want, you know, them to do things just for the sake of doing things and blah 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 blah. But there is, like, I get a coffee, that's my reward for going to work. Like, I get a paycheck for doing my job. So I kind of see both sides of it, and I try to find a healthy balance. So for my prize box, you get to pick from the prize box when you complete your reading log. Reading logs, yes or no, yay or nay, I don't know. But I do a reading log. It has no date on it this year. It's not going to be a monthly reading log. It's going to be when you finish the reading log. There are like 30 days on it. But if you don't finish it in 1 month, you just carry on until you finish it. And when you return it to get a new log, you can pick from the prize box. I have a wow board in my class, so if someone's caught doing something really fantastic or something that makes me say wow, which happens quite frequently, they get to put their name on the wow board, maybe using a dazzle word, maybe working really hard on a math problem, maybe being really prepared for class, you know, always the one sitting ready to learn. I might say, go put your name on the wow board, and then when the wow board is full, I pull 5 to 10 names based on random, and that person gets picked from the prize box. How else can you pick from the prize box? I think those are really it. I used to do, if you had more points than me, the whole class got to pick from the prize box. but that got expensive fast, so we don't do that anymore. So yeah, so that's kind of how we get to pick from the prize box. I think there might be a couple other ways. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now, but those are the two main ways to pick from the prize box. And yeah, so far so good. The kids seem to love it. I love it. It feels like it's a good balance. And let's show you some of the fun things I got for it. So they didn't have like a girl version of this, but the paddle boards are super popular. They break like in 2 seconds because they're from the Dollar Tree, but I got a couple of those because those were really popular last year. I meant to actually look online for some because they were so popular, but they happened to have them, so I picked those up. I also picked up a couple Etch-a-Sketches. I picked up a couple for my word work too, which I don't know if I'm going to do word work this year, but if I am, I needed some new ones because the pencil was coming off on some of them and they only last so long. So I got some for the prize box and I got some for word work. I always pick these up because they haven't had them for a few years, and my crayon boxes thankfully have held up really well, but occasionally I have to replace one, so I just picked up 2 of these because they're just good to have, like, for backup. I thought these balls were pretty cool. I don't know if they light up. They don't light up when they bounce, but they are solid. Like, they are hefty. So I got a few of those. I think those will be popular. Some more paddle boards. I picked these up because I had them and I tossed them, and our new curriculum requires some cubes, like numbered cubes that are not ones I have. So I thought I could use these in place of that. So I picked up a couple of those. Just put the rest of these balls in here. I think those are going to be really popular this year. But they're really heavy. I don't know. They're like bowling balls. Not quite. And then I did pick up some multiplication cards because I had them and they don't always have them. Multiplication flashcards. Again, is it the best way to learn multiplication? No. But do they ultimately need to know them from memory? Yes. So I used to send them home with every student. Now I think I'll just send them home with whoever I think needs the support. So there you have it. That is my prize box update. Okay, so now I'm going to unbox this laminator because it is time to laminate some things. I printed, I cut it, and now I need to laminate. So this is the QFUN Laminator. It has both a cool and hot setting, or cold and hot setting. So for like delicate pictures and things like that, you could use the cold setting, and for, you know, my uses, I'll use the hot setting. Let's see what's in here. It says 9-in-1, so I'm guessing it comes with some tools or something. And it's also 13-inch, which is pretty cool because I think that I could laminate, in theory, 11 by 17 paper because it's 11 inches wide. I think that would work. So that's something I definitely want to try because I usually use my school laminator for that, and that's just so thin that it's not ideal. So in the box is the laminator, and then we have some laminating sheets. Various sizes. I don't know if it's various thickness. It feels like 3 mil to me. So let's just see. So there's small ones for photos maybe, or like little postcard size. Then there's like a 5 by 7 size. And then there's a standard 8.5 by 11 size. And they give you quite a few of each size, which is nice. So you can actually laminate right out of the box if you didn't get your laminating sheets or something. You could actually get started right away, which is nice. Oh, there's even bigger ones. Oh yeah. So I'm thinking that that's going to work for me. I'm going to have to test that. So I'm going to give you like 4 of each one, 3 or 4 of each one, which is good. Good start. I'm just going to quickly read this manual. Three speeds, 5 ml, 3 ml in cold, on-off switch. Okay, I think we're good. So let's just see here. And if I open the top, oh, it's all the goodies. There's a paper trimmer. There's some book rings. Oh, this is awesome. There's a corner rounder. I thought there was a corner rounder, and that is pretty cool. Like, I am gonna like that part because sometimes I make test cards and the corners are so sharp. I'm worried the kids are gonna poke themselves. So I won't use it for everything, but I will use it for some things. And then like a mini stapler. It's super cute. I probably won't use that, but. So, and then it all just kind of goes in here so you don't lose anything. I don't know why I haven't bought a corner rounder before, because that's pretty nifty. So this goes in here, snaps right in, and then that closes again. So the feed is through here. You enter through here. I don't know if you can see that. And then so it's front feed, and then it comes out the back. And there's a lever here, like an anti-jam lever, I think. All right, let's power this up and see if it's really heats up in 60 seconds or less, because that would be awesome. Because sometimes I just need to do something really quickly. Time is precious in the classroom. Okay, I'm gonna plug this in. This came at a great time because I run a few laminators at a time, and one of mine, the back broke that holds up. This doesn't seem to have one. This just feeds straight out, but my other one has like a feed that you feed from the top down, and the top feed broke. So I'm like propping it up. All right, let's plug this in. Okay, we've got power, it's blinking. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna switch to 3 ml because that's what I think these pouches are, almost positive. Yeah. Comes with 3 ml. Okay, awesome. So I made an end of day checklist and a Friday checklist just to kind of keep me on track. And I'm gonna do one for my planning time too, just because like I'll always forget before I leave, and I have time at dismissal to change my schedule, change the date, all those things that I'm rushing around doing in the morning, I could do the night before. So I'm gonna try to keep myself on task with this. So I'm gonna laminate this and put it on my board as a reminder. Now there's no way this is done. No, it's blinking green. So when it's solid green, and it's solid green. I don't even know, that was not a minute. I'm gonna try it immediately just to see if it works, because that would be amazing. All right, I'm gonna put my paper in. And I'm gonna feed it through. I think it feeds through really fast too. It probably doesn't feel fast because you're sitting in silence, but it's pretty fast. Oh, it looks fantastic on the other side. Oh, looks great. Feels great. I am going to try out the trimmer. Trim the bottom of this because it's a little excess. It must be a little bit bigger, the laminating sheet. It does smell. I think it's just because it's new, like a new plastic burning smell, but nothing to be alarmed by, but I do smell it. And I think I remember that happening before too. Oh, yep, like butter, that cut like butter. I wouldn't normally use this because this is for my use, but I'm just trying all the things. So I'm gonna try the corner rounder. Oh, yeah, it's just a little tiny corner. Just enough to take off that sharp corner where I cut, which you probably can't see, but there's a sharp corner. And I'm gonna just, and it rounds it. Just enough. That is very clever. And it goes through the cardstock and the laminate, so that's pretty cool. What more can I say about this machine? I'm gonna try a couple other things through it just to make sure that I wanna try laminating and cutting the laminate and make sure it doesn't peel apart because that would be an issue. Because I'm team laminate then cut. None of this cut, laminate, cut business. Nobody's got time for that. Like that used to be me and now I just do it and I take my chances. And so far so good, I've been lucky. I try to like not cut too close to the edge, but I have been lucky. So let's see how this one holds up. So I've been playing with the laminator and I have to say I'm very impressed. It's doing a nice job. It's probably better, if not the same as the other brand that shall not be listed, just because I don't think that's fair when I'm doing a like promo for this company, which is the QFUN Laminator. And I saw on TikTok that they are laminating sticker paper. So I'm gonna try that. And I don't have this on full sheet of adhesive paper. I have it on labels. So I don't know if it's gonna work. Like I think I'm gonna have to cut around it. And I won't be able to peel the label up, but I can kind of bypass the label if I cut around it and then just use that. So I'm gonna try that for my take-home folder labels. If I had known that I could laminate sticker paper, I would have just done it on a full sheet of label. But I don't want to reprint these, so I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. I may end up reprinting them anyway. So I'm gonna stick my label right in this pouch. I'm gonna send it through the laminator. That's all warmed up and ready to go, and so fast. And then I'm gonna just cut around it, like pretend that it's not labels, just cut on the dotted line, with the perforated line, and see if I can bypass the label and peel it that way. If this is gonna work, this could be amazing. My take-home folders get beat up pretty badly, so I use these Mead 5-star, like heavy-duty ones with a 3-prong. And I put keep it home, return to school, and I put their reading log in here every, not month anymore, but that's why I get the 3-hole prong one, so they're less likely to lose it. These have held up great over the years. I use them every year, but the labels often peel off, so this might be a good solution. So I'm gonna use my handy dandy cutter here. Let's see if this is gonna work. This cutter's great for a little cutter, and they give you a replacement blade with it. It's like right on target where I'm cutting. It's exactly where I want to cut. I'm a fan. I don't usually use my slide cutter. I have a Fiskars one. I usually just use my big guillotine, but there's something to be said for this because the accuracy is pretty impressive. Okay, so I cut this out around like in the label, and I'm gonna peel it and see this laminates so well I can't even get the back edge. Maybe it's gonna be a fail. I saw it on TikTok. It should work. But again, she did the whole sheet. Oh, wait, I might have a corner here. So I'm gonna peel off the back. Oh, and the label back? Oh, yeah, Yep. So I peel that off, the backing of the label and the back piece of laminate. And then I have a sticker that's laminated on the front. I'm gonna stick this on a holder and see what I think. Oh, this could be a game changer. Just an extra layer of protection. I think I'm a fan. So it's a little more work because I have to cut it out instead of just ripping the labels off. But I think it's worth the bang for your buck. Oh yeah. I am going to laminate the rest of them. And then I'm going to get out of here. So I'm going to close the vlog here. I got a lot done. I feel really good about my time spent here this evening, and I got the cubbies labeled, and my executive functioning board is done. And if you'd like to see that more in depth, let me know. It's one of my goals this year, I think, is to work on executive functioning skills. I think those are skills that kids need in order to be good students. And so yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Oh, and by the way, it's day 4 of classroom setup. I went back and saw my last video, and that was 1 to 3. So it's day 4, and we're looking pretty good.